The smallest of sky dwellers won't win any contests of strength or speed, but hunting at night requires more precision than power. A sound in the forest will echo through the dark in a million directions, but a small source can create the right pitch to make pinpoint sonar. The bumblebee bat is as humble in its size as it is in its name, but it has just the right fit to thrive in life, death, and taxonomy. Welcome to Life, Death, and Taxonomy. It's your 30 minutes of interesting animal information. I'm Joe.
And I'm Carlos.
Thank you to Cassie for the creation of our theme song. To hear more of Cassie's music, please search Cassie Michelle on YouTube or Spotify.
And thank you to Johanna for the creation of this week's artwork. To check that out, you can visit us at our home on the web at ldtaxonomy.com. And a very special thank you to our patrons. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for helping us keep the lights on. If you'd like to donate, just visit patreon.com/ldtaxonomy or click on donate on our website.
And today we're talking about the world's tiniest mammal. But more on that now.
Yeah, more on that for the next half hour at least.
Yeah.
We are talking about Kitty's hog-nosed bat.
Yeah.
Somebody discovered it and decided that this is going to be mine now. It's also known as the Bumblebee bat because he's so small. And but we're going to call it here the supersonic snoot and the puny pig-nosed pinger.
Nice.
He's diminutive.
Pinger.
Just ping things back and forth like a bat does. Get it?
Like a baseball bat pings a baseball.
I like radar pings. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like ping pong. It's got a ping over there and then pong right back.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do a science. Join me in this science. Oh, great Bumblebee bat. Show us you're here. All right, it's in a kingdom you know, love, and are in. That kingdom is Animalia. The phylum is Chordata. The class is Mammalia. Bats are mammals. The order is Chiroptera. The suborder is Microchiroptera. Little guys. The family is Crassionicteridae. The genus is Crassionicterus. And the species is Tonglongyai.
Ooh.
I think I got that one right. So the binomial nomenclature is Crassionicterus tonglongyai. It's a very interesting species name. This brings us to my favorite part of the show and the listener's favorite part of the show, critter groups. I pulled a fast one on you. We've done bats before, but there are several collective nouns for bats, so this one's a new one. Tonglongyai is the name of the person who discovered the bat. Can you guess what their first name was?
Jeff.
So close. It's Kitty. It's called Kitty's hog-nosed bat. Kitty found it. Kitty Tonglongyai found the bats, and so she gave her first name to the. I'm actually assuming that this is a girl. I don't know what kind of how Kitty is a name that works in Thailand, but Kitty gave their first name to the common name for the bat, and then their last name to the nomenclature, the species name. All right.
Nice.
So Critter Groups is part of the show where I ask you, Joe, a question, and that is, what is the term of venery? What is the collective noun? what is the name of the group of this animal. I said that out of order, but that's fine because it's been a while. If you saw a group of bats, what would you call it? Would you say A, that is a camp of bats, B, a crook of bats, C, a clade of bats, or D, a cascade of bats? Camp, crook, clade, and cascade.
A crook, final answer.
That is incorrect. The answer is camp. A camp of bats.
Lame.
It is kind of lame. Sorry. I wish it was cascade. It's not as fun as like a kaleidoscope of butterflies. And in fact, what was the last one we did? When we just did a bat recently, and we did the collective noun, and it's got a really interesting one, a cauldron of bats.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Whether it's the black cauldron or the leaky cauldron, you're gonna have an interesting ride.
I was thinking a crook because it looks like, spooky. It's got a cloak. But also, a crook is like, a crevice, which a bat could live in.
It's like a nook and a cranny.
Yeah.
Got married and made a crook.
Yeah. Like a crook. Yeah, in your elbow.
Yep. There's a Pokemon called Crocodile, which is just a crocodile that does bad
steals?
things. he's a crocodile that steals. Most crocodiles are very, very respectful of personal property laws, but not this one. Okay, let's talk about what Kitty's hognose bat looks like. The Bumblebee bat. That's more fun to say. It looks like a grape, a furry grape with wings and a pig's schnoz. Done. No, it's got reddish brown or grayish fur. It's got a paler underbelly, so it's counter shaded. It has, I think we've hammered this point home, but it's small. It's very small. It's got a very tiny body, about the size of a bumblebee, maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe one of those big bees that kind of just hover around, and you're not really that scared of them, but you just don't want them to touch you. You know what I'm talking about, those big honking bees. This is kind of around the size of those. It has that pig snout, so it's the hog-nosed bat. It's a little oversized, so it's not like a leaf-nosed bat, like the vampire bat. So if you're imagining that, stop. Don't. Imagine a pig snout. It's a little bit more pronounced than the leaf-nosed bat. But also, if you're thinking of like the cute flying fox bat, also stop. Doesn't look like a fox. It has very large ears, as bats do. And it has no visible tail. But there is a web of skin behind the hind legs. This is called the uropatagium. And it also has webs of skin between its finger bones, which make it wings. So that's what it is. It's an arm with basically hands with fingers coming out, and then webbing in between those fingers, and those are its wings. I mean, those are bat wings. The wings are long and dark, and they unlike many birds, they can hover. They can just kind of flap in one place. So, I think somewhere so far we've mentioned that this bat is small. So, how small is it, Joe?
Great question. Welcome to the Beloved Measure Up segment, the official listeners part of the show, the part of the show when we present the animal size and dimensions in relatable terms through a quiz that's fun for the whole family. It's also part of the show that's introduced by you when you send in audio of yourself saying, singing, or chittering the words measure up into ldtaxonomy@gmail.com. We don't have a new measure up intro this week, but that means we get to hear from an animal, and Carlos has to guess who it is. Without further ado, the listener's favorite, or a particular part of the show for the listener, but and that's about it.
Anastasia, sir, just wishing I could do the job for you, sir. I'd give her a ha, then a hi-ya, and then a woo, and I'd kick her, sir.
Nothing?
Nothing.
He says, I'd kick her, sir.
What?
There...
Is it? Oh, I have two guesses.
Yes, it's an animated animal.
Is it the bat from The Great Mouse Detective?
No.
Is it Robin Williams' character from Fern Gully?
Incorrect.
Okay, then
it's the third one.
It's a bat.
An animated bat.
Stella Luna?
I don't know what that is.
It's an old kid's book about a bat that is raised by birds.
It's from a Don Bluth movie.
Is there a bat in Fievel? No, there's no bat.
It's Russian.
A Russian bat. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do not know.
It is Bartok from Anastasia.
Oh, that's the movie. I have not seen that one. I stopped halfway through. Oh, I could hear that.
Yeah, I've just found the noise gate and turned it off. Let it never darken our doorstep again.
I've not seen all the way through Anastasia. Once the main villain, who's like part zombie, was able to like remove his own head. I think like 7-year-old me just lost all interest. It was just too scary.
It wasn't scary to me at all. I thought it was funny. I think it was supposed to be funny.
It was supposed to be, but I had this thing with decapitation. Even when the character was
most
like,
kids love decapitation.
Fine, and like they, you take your head off and they bounce it around and they're still talking and it's goofy. It's like that was just really disturbing to me with someone losing their head. So
Ants the movie.
Yeah, the concept or the threat of being beheaded in Alice in Wonderland, like I thought was like, oh my goodness, they're gonna cut off her head. That's horrifying. Anyway.
All right. Well, this thing is small. It's got a body length of 1.3 inches or 33 millimeters. Wingspan of 5.7 inches or 145 millimeters. And it's 2 grams. Or 0.07 ounces. So, which one of these things is comparable by
comparable?
Comparable smorgasbord. Is it A, 9.1 Bullseye Bumblebee bats going to the length of a Thai spirit house? B, 4.6 Myanmar jade beads go into the length of a bumblebee bat? Or C, 12.3 bumblebee bats go into the length of a Thai long-tailed boat propeller blade?
The boat propeller
inch creature.
Boat propeller blade.
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct answer is 9.1 bumblebee bats go into the length of a Thai spirit house.
Oh, darn it.
A miniature Thai spirit house is found in Thailand, and it honors spirits typically it's typically 30 centimeters for a small household model.
But don't they do the same thing in Japan? A little house for the spirits.
I don't know. I know they do it in China based on Mulan, the animated movie.
That's a house for their ancestors, but do they have a house for just random spirits? Like, this is the spirit of this river, so we have a house for it.
I don't know.
So it doesn't flood us.
It was going to flood us if it didn't have, it would destroy our house if it didn't have a house.
No, you give it a house so that it doesn't have to take yours.
It lived for eons before there were houses.
Yeah, but now you're
but
being nice
it
about
needs
it.
it.
Look, Solomon built a house for the Lord, and he lived
That's
for
true.
eons before he had a house.
Well, David wanted to, and God said no thanks.
You've killed way too many people to do that.
I don't want your blood-soaked hands touching the stones for the temple.
Basically verbatim quote from 2 Kings.
The bumblebee bat weighs 2 grams. Well, how does it compare to these things? Is it A, 25 bumblebee bats go into the weight of a Thai silk scarf? B, 6 Myanmar betel nuts go into the weight of a bumblebee bat? Or C, 3 bumblebee bats go into the weight of a Thai amulet?
Myanmar metal nuts, because I wanted to say it.
Betel. With
Betel nuts, even better. Better. If you want better betel nuts, then you need to get them from Myanmar.
The correct
Myanmar.
answer is 25 bumblebee bats go into the weight of a silk scarf. A lightweight Thai silk scarf, a cultural product from Thailand's northeast. Small hand-woven scarf. That's all I got for that. Do you have any really quick facts?
Very rapid information. Yes, so we've been talking about Southeast Asia. That's where the bumblebee bat lives, specifically in Western Thailand and Southeast Myanmar. I say Myanmar. Am I wrong here?
Oh, I don't know.
You've said Myanmar. Which, if on a map, that is down in that peninsula south of China, between China and just east of India. There are a host of countries in Southeast Asia there that not many people know about. Burma, Bhutan, and Myanmar being some of them. But yes, very small pockets of Thailand along the coast of the Indian Ocean and Myanmar. They like to live in limestone caves near rivers. These caves are most often found in evergreen or deciduous forests, and they live pretty far back into the cave, so it's not like you could just peek into the cave and be like, oh, look, a bunch of bats. They are way deep in there, so you're going to have to do some exploring if you want to find them, which is probably why it took so long for Kitty Tonglongyai to find them. They are insectivorous, meaning they eat insects. They eat mosquitoes, so they are among the greatest animals to ever grace this earth. For that fact alone, they eat moths and beetles, and they catch them mid-flight. Whenever I see a bat fluttering around in the evening here, I salute it. Like, good on you. Eat more mosquitoes, please.
Yeah.
They forage in short bursts at dusk and dawn because that's when the mosquitoes are out. They like to hang around fields and trees, bamboo clumps, usually within about half a mile of where it lives, its roost. Females will give birth to 1 offspring per year. This usually happens in late April during the dry season. And bumblebee bats are estimated to live for about 5 to 10 years, which is a pretty significant range. It's like, humans live between 80 and 160 years. Who knows? But not much is known about their life expectancy because they are relatively understudied. They've only been very recently discovered, and they are so small and so difficult to reach that we are still learning more about them. They can live in colonies averaging about 100 bats, but up to possibly 500 bats. And they roost on the walls or domes of the cave, and they need to keep an eye out for snakes, squirrels, birds, wild cats. Although, like, man, if you're that small, you're like a tiny snack to these things. Except for maybe like a squirrel. So despite its size, they actually go through seasonal migrations from cave to cave, which is pretty impressive considering it's just the weight of a dime. So it's like, I'm going to go fly way over there with all of my might. Use all the energy I have. And they are, since they're in such highly localized areas, their population is at risk. Because that area has a lot of tourism and has seen some forest fires recently. So it is actually not at risk. Near threatened is the official status by the IUCN. And I'll leave it at that. Do you have any super big facts? Major, even?
Yes. I'm calling it Tiny Bullseye, this major fact. The Bumblebee bat has extremely precise echolocation, and I looked up why, and it might be exactly because it's so small. So, Bumblebee bats emit a ultrasonic call in ranges of 60 to 70 hertz, or kilohertz. KHZ, I'm assuming that's kilohertz.
That makes sense.
Which are short wavelength and ideal for detecting very small objects like tiny insects in dense forest environments. If you were wondering how do they even find a mosquito, well, that's how. They can pinpoint it. High frequencies provide finer resolution, allowing them to pinpoint prey as small as 1.2 millimeters. So it's just like a smaller pixel, I guess.
Well, like other bats can catch mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, but
they just get a fuzzier resolution. They're working at like 460p. This guy's got 1080.
Yeah. Unlike many bats, they use frequency modulated calls. Bumblebee bats rely on constant frequency calls, emitting a steady frequency for several milliseconds. So you'll hear like the chirping of a regular bat. This one will like let out a tone and just paint the target.
So yeah, like dial up. Mm-hmm. A dial up screech.
This allows them to detect like a subtle Doppler shifts caused by wing beats of insects, enhancing precision in cluttered spaces like bamboo forests or limestone caves. They have a very, very tiny larynx and vocal structures that are optimized for producing intense, focused sound, despite their 2-gram size. This efficiency ensures extremely strong echo returns, which is critical for navigating and hunting in complex habitats. And they have really large proportional ears relative to their body size, and specialized auditory systems that are tuned to detect faint echoes from small targets. The cochlea is highly sensitive to their specific call frequencies, filtering out irrelevant noise. Unlike the noise gate I just turned off, it filters out relevant noise. Bumblebee bats emit calls at a high repetition rate, up to 200 pulses per second during hunting. I gotta hear what this sounds like eventually.
It's ultrasonic, so you probably can't.
Well, if you use equipment, you probably could. The rapid feedback loop is crucial for tracking fast-moving insects in tight spaces. So it's like a machine gun of sound. Living in dense forests in caves in Thailand and Myanmar, their echolocation is fine-tuned for short-range detection, a few meters, prioritizing precision over distance. So what they make up for in precision, they lose in distance. But it suits their niche of hunting in dense forests and small caves and crevices. So if they get into range, and you know what, in a forest at night, there's going to be mosquitoes out.
Yeah. Don't I know
Yeah.
it? I live next to one. A mosquito.
Mosquito.
One mosquito. His name is Philip.
But yeah, that is all I got. They are very tiny. They machine gun high-pitched frequencies in order to find their prey. And I cannot believe this is the first time we're talking about it.
Because it's so small. I mean, it really is the size of a large bumblebee.
And it's a mammal. It's the smallest mammal ever. It must have to eat constantly.
Oh, like that mouse that gives off so much it gives off so much heat. Is constantly expending all that heat, so that it needs to eat all the time.
Right. Although it lives in a warm environment.
Yeah, but caves are cool.
That's true.
Both.
They're really cool.
Figuratively and literally. It's funny they called it the Bullseye, because Bullseye is a daredevil antagonist, and his ability is Daredevil's ability.
Who called it a bullseye?
You did. That's
why.
Right, but it's Daredevil's ability, the echolocation.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but he's also like pinpoint accuracy is why I was thinking about it.
Yeah, in that just cinematic masterpiece that is Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Mm-hmm. It eats 2 to 3 times per night.
Like
and
2 to 3
for about
things?
30 minutes. No, it feeds multiple times per night, 30 minutes at a time.
Mm-hmm. All right. You got anything else?
That's all I got.
I think we're sub 30 minutes here. All right, that's fine. For you out there in Podcastia, that was the Bumblebee bat, or Kitty's hog-nosed bat. Huddle up together with 500 of your best pals. Pick just the dankest cave and screech at your food like dial-up, like the Bumblebee bat here in Life, Death, and Taxonomy.
Hey Taxonomy Titans, I just want to remind you that we have a Patreon that you can find by going to ldtaxonomy.com/donate. All of our episodes are uploaded there. Sign up for free to engage with us, leave episode suggestions, or chat with other animal enthusiasts. If you find it in your heart to donate, it will help us cover some costs and continue to make the show. Plus, we'll thank you every week. Most importantly, thank you all for listening.
Life, Death, and Taxonomy is my favorite in the world podcast.
Did you say screech at your food like dial-up after, or did you plan that?